little work on the header today. Should be cutting beans. Probably should have been doing this beforehand. But you see the gap here? This is a brand new knife guard. You can see that gap right there? How it's old and wallered out. So it's not shearing off the soybean leaves, the leaf stems. It's not shearing it off. It's shearing the stalks off, but it's leaving a mess. So there's 40 of these. I'm gonna have to change these. But the old one, since it was wore out, it just slipped right out really easy. But with the new ones, with the tighter tolerances, I've got to pull the sickle out. And that's this piece down here. So I got to pull the whole sickle out by myself. Extremely sharp. I got to pull all that out. That way I can put the new guards in and fish that back through. $600 later. Hey, you're back with us in the combine. So we've had to swap landowners. My dad shared crops for different people. So what that is, he shares the portion of the crop, and that's the rent. So not cash rent, but a sharing a portion of the crop. So we had to keep this grain separate on the trucks. So we moved to a different landowner. We had to cut this one out. Look, we got it plugged up. We have to pretty much cut these fields first to get to the second landowner on the list. So we finished my grandma's ground. These sure across my grandma, and we have finished 3 of Dad's fields. It's 100% his. And now we're on to this landowner. We've got 1 more field on Dad. We're gonna let them dry down a little more, and then we have just a few acres, finish this landowner up, and then 1 more landowner, we'll be done. It'll be time to plant the double crop wheat there on my grandma's ground, hopefully, if it doesn't rain. When I mentioned the different landowners, so this landowner only had enough, well, I just didn't have that much, didn't have enough to load a truck. So we used to load this landowner in the back hopper and then start on another landowner in the front hopper, and that way it was more efficient. But I don't like taking split loads because then you have to weigh twice, sample twice at the elevator, and it's not very efficient for the grain elevator. So I didn't even get into my snacks. So I only cut for an hour and a half, I guess. That was kind of uneventful. Our new sickle guards, knife guards, really didn't do the trick, so I don't know what we're going to have to do now. I really thought that'd make it cut better, but our ground is so unlevel from the way our disc does the ground. We do usually disc twice, 3 times, and come back with a cultipacker, and then come back with a John Deere 750 drill. And that disc, I don't know, just makes it all wavy and humpy. We really need to do something different. We haven't really found out what that is. And remember, we're doing it on a budget too, so it's not like we can have every piece of equipment that we need. It'd be really nice if we had a good field cultivator. We do have a good field cultivator, but it's not a finished type of field cultivator. It has big plows. It doesn't have S-tines. The one I have at the school farm, it's a John Deere with S-tines. Sorry, going downhill. It does a really good job finishing. Filled out my auger. So I don't know. It'd be really nice if we could lamp plane before we plant it, but then you start running into a manpower issue, and that's kind of a problem, because it's only, most of the time, sometimes it's only one person here farming, but some of the time it's two of us will be here, like right now, and then some miraculous times there's 3 of us, so my brother and my dad will be here. Can't really do everything. You can't disc, roll, cultivate, lamp plane, plant, and then spray. It just doesn't make sense. And it's not like there's enough money made on this farm to hire a hired hand. So it's just kind of one of those things you make do with what you got. Pretty sunset. Look at all the geese. Look at all the goats. He just puts and pawpaws around and everything else, but when he gets in a big truck or dump truck, he'll let her eat.